Greetings, splendid simians. I am Karrrisa the Destroyer, back at it again with a new banger upload. This time I'm going in on Barrel Who's Got the Barrel. This is the 4th episode in the series, though it aired 25th in North America. The episode's first scene is a pivotal one. Some shows put emphasis on the fight scenes, others on drama, maybe even on comedy. However, this episode opens with something more profound. Donkey Kong being worried about his image, which is of course the hype material that all 9-year-olds crave on a Saturday morning. This conflict is resolved by Diddy calling DK a big hairy ape in a loosely comedic manner. DK shows up to the dinner and informs Candy Kong that her meal is banana bourguignon, which she cannot understand because she is at the opposite end of a table. Just how long is this table, you ask? Well, that's a question for another video. This previously terrible scene gets ended when young playa Bluster Kong invites Candy to
the Banana Slammers, you and me, Candy.
Naturally, he gets denied, so Candy has to go back to work. There are a few neat touches to Bluster's character that I enjoy about this episode. One of them is that Bluster's left eye enlarges in this episode, similar to that of King K. Rool. This may be a reference to how Bluster can serve as an anti-hero to multiple episodes, notably this one. Another great touch is the pompadour that Bluster has later in the episode. I find this neat as it is a clever tie-in to the previously mentioned Banana Slammers ticket, as this beautiful hairstyle represents social and oftentimes legal defiance. This can be seen in areas such as the Yakuza clan hairstyle. The Yakuza clan is a Japanese gang, by the way. Overall, the pompadour was an excellent choice to display the alpha male that Bluster wanted to be, or in other terms, being a big hairy ape. Bluster performs the song, and it is nice.
Donkey Kong ain't good enough. Anyone can see that the only ape for her in Congo Plongo is me.
He also steals the coconut, because that is what makes DK special. My favorite part of this song is when Bluster shushes Cranky, so that Cranky will not wake himself up with noise. So DK wakes up from a night terror in which the coconut was stolen, which does indeed allude to some cosmic forces.
Cranky, wake up! Cranky, wake up!
Upon investigation of Cranky's cabin, they find a Bluster business card which he was carrying. I'm not sure where he was carrying it though, since we already saw his palms, and his cuffs probably can't hold a business card. Speaking of this business card, it isn't one at all. If you look closely, you can see that it's actually a reused asset, the tickets to the Banana Slammers. I can't believe they did this. Bluster then attempts to flex the coconut on Candy, but she assumes it is fake, so she teleports Bluster onto the machinery and then assaults him. After some fiasco, the coconut falls into Barrel 007. It goes into the sky via Bluster's rocket, but this isn't problematic though, since
What goes up, gotta come down!
Anyways, K-Rool is finna launch a satellite into space, but he needs the crystal coconut to do such. I have no idea what they were thinking with this plan. He either explodes the coconut on the trip, or loses it since it's in space, and all for what? Knowing of any potential secret bases on this seemingly small island that can already be explored. Although on second thought, K-Rool makes an awful map of Congo Bongo in a later episode, so maybe it serves some use. Bluster and DK have a neat little interaction involving Bluster's reluctance to help the gang on the basis of pure stubbornness and embarrassment. And unlike Candy Kong and Diddy Kong in almost every episode, Bluster shows character and has a motivation for his actions. Though not the most complex character, he is a great character that helps this episode with his larger-than-life personality. Upon invasion, Clump also finds out that Funky Kong was the client. DK meets with Funky, who delivers my favorite line of this episode.
Did your barrel have a number?
No, man, just 2 O's and a 7.
He then reveals that he just yeeted the barrel when he tried a barrel roll. Bluster Kong was at the plantations in his helicopter for some reason, so he follows Funky in the barrel copter. DK and Diddy arrive at the White Mountains, but I hear Eddie the Yeti lives there.
Hey, friend, you found our barrel, Mr.
Eddie!
Eddie!
Hello, Wheels. How are you today?
This leads to a very stupid scene in which DK and Diddy trade matches, which they have on them at all time, I guess, for the barrel. Eddie complies. This part was actually cut out of multiple showings by Fox Kids since the writers were too stupid to realize that playing with matches does not belong on a kids show. Just when it looks like our heroes have won, they fall in a hole. Bluster was seemingly following right behind them, so he snatches the barrel with the coconut. He then just leaves after acting like he wasn't going to help them. Personally, I believe he either knew the hole was connected to the mines or was going to get help. But Bluster was followed by the Kremlings. During one unfunny joke in this scene, Bluster is just frozen in place. The fired claptraps also ate Bluster's hair, so he dropped the barrel in the hole. But Eddie is in the hole. Eddie runs up, grabs the barrel, and then runs off. But he gets his kneecaps busted by the Kremlings, who take it to K-Rool. DK and Diddy follow them into the desert, which absolutely should not exist on this small island. In the desert, K-Rool's plans seem to be stopped when DK and Diddy take out the Kremlings and snatch the crystal coconut.
I had a backup power source. I knew I couldn't count on you.
What does this even mean then? If he could launch the satellite into orbit with a backup power source, then why would he not do that? It would lose minimal resources and he could still have the coconut. You know, the thing he tries to get his dun-diddly hands on in almost every episode. Though it proved ultimately not to matter when the satellite failed. Personally, I would have liked to see the satellite work. The simple reasoning being that it would legitimize K-Rool as a villain in the series, without giving an all-out win to the bad guys. One aspect of media that this show is lacking is continuity. Episodes are hardly ever called back upon, and this is a wide opportunity to maintain continuity throughout episodes. Though I will admit that seeing such a thing in a children's cartoon is uncommon, as it can be a downside if used too much or too linearly. The script for this episode is overall lacking, with most lines just sucking.
There's room here if you like.
I know. I'll blame it on the critters. How could you simple-minded salamanders desert me in my finest hour? Oh, stop your whining. You're gonna take the heat and that's that. Forward! March!
While some episodes such as Speed are significantly slow, ironically, this episode is lightning fast in its pace, and though I think it could be toned down, I mostly like the pacing of this episode. Though at times the plot of this episode is moved by stupid coincidences and nonsense, other times it is driven by things such as character motivations. If this was an ongoing series, I would say to keep that up, but it isn't, so things are only bound to stay like this. Despite many things happening throughout the episode, the characters are only primarily chasing the MacGuffin, the crystal coconut. This overall proves to be a little too basic, in my opinion. I believe other episodes handle more complex plots than this one. I will rate this episode better than Bad Hair Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. As always, my social media links will be included in the description below. Visit my Discord for polls over there and which episode you want me to do next, or you could give me some feedback on there too. That would be much appreciated. With that said, I hope to see you guys next time.